Hello dear friends and welcome back to this YouTube video. So in this YouTube video we are going to practice on for loop. So this is what we are going to do today. So for this video I'm using cs50.dev to practice. So let me create a folder here. A file. Let me create a file. So we have it here. Then for this part I'm using C programming language. So let me write the starter file, the header file. So to write the header file you use hash. Okay, you use include then we write the main function, and the main function will return 0. So this is what we have. So to write a for loop, you just write the word for loop. For loop is a function, so we put the bracket, then the curly bracket where the code that we want the for loop to execute will appear. So after doing so, we need to initialize our counter. So we initialize our counter and we name it as 0. Then we write the condition. The condition we want I to be less or equal to 10. We want I to be less or equal to 10. Then after initializing the counter we write I plus plus, when here we have 0 and here maybe is 0, this counter will increment I. Then here we can print I. To print in C we use printf. Then because it's an integer we use I forgot the name, but we use these characters. Then here you put your I, then you don't forget the semicolon. So now we have it like this. Now we want to learn it. So you come here on the terminal, you go to the folder where the file are stored. So they are stored somewhere here. We control B. So they are on the C plus, then module there. So we go there. Then you can be able to use tab to autocomplete. Module, then we write 3. So now we want the compiler to be able to help us here. So we want compiler to do its work, so we write make for then if we have error, it will show us the error. But there is a long way, like, to be able to know to write what compiler will do. So like, you can check which kind of compiler you have in your system. So for here, we have installed the GCC compiler, but to make our work easier, and because we are still beginner, we can just use make4. There is a command that, where you use GCC to like compile our language, and that is for another video. So to run our program, we write for okay. So here we have our program and it's running, but now I need like to put escaping camera, escaping lines. So I compile the language again, then I learn it again, and now we can see we are able to count from 0 up to 10. So how can one be able to count from, let's say, in the opposite direction, 10 to 0? So for you to count from 10 to 0, you have like to come here and change the condition. Then when you change the condition, you also need to change the increment here, and also you need to change the initialization here. So what you will do, you will have to say when I is 10 and when I is, I think, less or equal to less or equal to 10. I also forgot here, but again here I think we have to minus. So we clear our terminal, then we try again. Then we learn it. So now we can be able like to count 10 to 1, 10 to 0. Also, for loops are used in whenever you want like to query a database. You can use it to check each and every record, each and every line in a database. So if you have any question about for loop, you can like drop it in the comment section. Also, if you enjoyed the live, you can give us some, you can tap the screen.